Hi everyone! Welcome to another episode of Tested Tuesday. It's been a while since I've done one, and this time I'm going to review the Lush Avocado Co-wash or Co-wash. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's a 2-in-1 product that is supposed to wash and condition your hair, and it's a solid bar, so I thought it was very interesting to try it out, and I tried it out about 10 times. I'm gonna let you know what I think of it and how you can use it best. The product actually caught my attention because it looked like a giant baby bell cheese. It has the red wax around it before they cut it into slices. Then of course you can tell them how much you want, and it's green on the inside and it smells really good. Another thing I immediately noticed was that it was a lot different than the other shampoo bars. It wasn't hard and dry. It's actually kind of soft and it leaves a residue on your fingers. So I immediately knew that it was going to be a different kind of product and that it was going to be more moisturizing. So that's when I decided to try it out. So this is what I have left of my block after 10 washes, but I did do a lot of trial and error things, so I could have had more left if I would have been a little bit more careful, but I'll explain. So the first time I tried it, I was in the shower and I was just rubbing it over my hair, and it didn't work very well. It was like tugging my hair, and it was just not going on very smoothly. So I tried all kinds of things. I tried rubbing it in my hands and putting it on like that. That didn't work very well either. So then I started taking little pieces, putting it in a little jar, adding some water and trying to put it on my hair that way. That wasn't a success either because I had chunks in my hair. Anyway, I just decided to go with it. I tried to put it on the best I could, massaging it into my scalp, putting it on my length, and then of course I rinsed it. I didn't put any conditioner on, and it felt kind of weird. My hair felt kind of weird in the shower, and I was pretty convinced that I was gonna have trouble brushing my hair afterwards, that it was gonna tangle. That's what it felt like. But I was wrong about that. I was actually able to brush through it pretty easily, and my hair, once it was dry, the weird texture was gone, and my hair actually looked and felt really good. It looked very shiny, it was soft, it felt pretty moisturized. So I was like, okay. The second time around, I decided to use less product. So again, I rubbed it over my hair until I started getting that tugging sensation. I rubbed it over very wet hair, obviously. And again, massaged it in, rinsed it out. And yes, it was true. My hair was clean and pretty moisturized, so you don't need a lot of product. But that's a little weird, you know, you don't know when you have enough product on your head, on your hair, because it doesn't lather. It doesn't get very foamy, so it's a little difficult in the beginning to know when you have enough on your hair, but you really don't need a lot. So I was using way too much the first time. And also, it's kind of difficult to know when it's rinsed out completely because, as I mentioned, the hair, it starts getting this weird texture when it's wet when you use this product. So you keep rinsing it and you kind of want that weird feeling to go away, but it doesn't. So it's kind of hard to know when you've rinsed it all out, but I haven't had problems with it not being rinsed out completely, so I don't think it's a huge problem. It's just a little different than what you're used to when you use regular shampoos and conditioners, so that's all. So after that, I used it a couple of times more, and despite the fact that since the second time it went a lot smoother than the first time, I was still not very happy with the practicality. It was still kind of tugging my hair. My hair got stuck to the product. I then decided to use the product in the bathtub, and that went a lot better. So for me, what works best with this product is to make my hair very wet and immediately start putting the product on, then grabbing some bath water, putting some more water on my hair and gliding the product over again, and do this a couple of times. That works so much better for me. You can't really do that in the shower because then you will rinse the product out. and I have had no issues with it ever since I started doing that. So if you're having problems with the product, I would suggest you try to do it that way because it really helped me out a lot. So now on to the pros and cons of the product in my personal opinion. Of course, keep in mind we all have different hair types, so what works great for one person may not work at all for another person, obviously. So if you want to know if it works for you, the only way to do that is to try it out, but a review can help you find out whether it will be something that might work for you or just isn't that interesting to try. The pros. I absolutely love the scent of this product. I'm sniffing it all the time. I even leave it out in my bathroom just so that my bathroom would smell like this. So Lush, if you're ever watching this, please make a bubble bar with this scent. It smells so incredibly good. It smells very citrusy, very uplifting. It's a really positive, fun scent and I love it. And it's also gender neutral. It's not a super feminine scent, but it's not super masculine either. So this is something that would work for the entire family. I think it's such a clever product, a 2-in-1 product in a solid form that washes and conditions your hair. It works for the entire family and it's very convenient. You can take it with you everywhere. You don't have to have big bottles of shampoo and conditioner and all that stuff. You just need a 1 bar and that's it. So that's very cool. And it also really works for what it is. So it's supposed to clean your hair and it does. And it's supposed to condition your hair and it does. It makes your hair look nice. It makes it feel nice. It makes it smell nice. So that is absolutely great. Some of the things I don't like as much about this product is I would have thought it would be more practical to use. I had problems with it tugging my hair and stuff. It works a lot better in the bathtub, as I said, but you would expect a product like this to just glide on in the shower. And I don't know, maybe I'm still doing it wrong, but for me that was kind of a problem. So it wasn't faster as a regular shampoo, and I would want it to be faster if I were using a solid bar. And also, I personally like products that deep condition my hair. I cannot expect this product to do that because then it wouldn't be able to clean your scalp. If they would make it even more moisturizing and even more conditioning, it would probably leave your scalp greasy, so it wouldn't be able to clean your scalp. So for what it is, it's great, but I need more. I'm used to using oil treatments and masks and things like that, so for me, it's a great in-between product, but it's not something I would use constantly. So I prefer still using an additional conditioner with this product, and then I don't really see the point in using this particular product if I'm still gonna put an extra conditioner on. But as I said, that's just because I like the deep conditioning, and that's not what this product is for. So if you just look at what the product is for, I think they did a really good job. And it's also a little more difficult to brush through my hair. It does tangle a little more than with the conditioners and the masks I'm used to using. But all in all, I do think this is a very good product for what it is. And it would be great for families. It will be great for people with short hair, medium long hair, or people who don't really need that deep conditioning. If you're someone who doesn't always use conditioner, or you use light conditioners and you're not into masks and oil treatments and things like that, you might absolutely love this product. So yeah. I hope this review was helpful to you. If you are interested in buying this product, if you have used it before, I would love to hear your experiences. Please leave it in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please click that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you for watching. Bye! Oh, it smells so good.